everyone! So today's video is going to be this month's book club video, and this month's theme was historical fiction. As you can probably see by what I'm wearing, I chose to read about Japanese history. That's why I'm wearing my sister's lovely cosplay kimono. And it is very, very hot right now, so I'm already sweating in this thing. But I thought it was so pretty and I wanted to wear it. The book I chose to read this month, as you can probably already see, is the manga series Rurouni Kenshin. This is one of my all-time favorite manga series. It's also one of the first mangas that I ever read. Rurouni Kenshin is about a former Hitokiri assassin, Rurouni Kenshin, who is now living in the new Meiji era. I hope I'm pronouncing everything right. And in this era, the samurai has basically become obsolete, and there's a sword ban, and for many more former samurai, they're out of jobs and they no longer know what to do with their lives. Kenshin, who killed many people during the war, is now trying to make up for that, and he's made a vow to never kill again, and to protect anyone that he sees that needs protecting. I think that this manga is one of the, or if not the greatest, samurai manga of all time. One of the things that I really love about this manga is that it's really, really historical. So when you're reading it, you learn a lot about Japanese history, but you never feel like it's throwing too many facts at you or that you're learning something. It's like that you're actually there and living in this period. It's also extremely well paced between action and romance and all the other parts that make this a wonderful manga. When you read it, you feel like you're actually living in Meiji era Japan instead of just reading about living in that era. One of the other things that I think is really amazing about this series is that the emotions of the era come in so well. The anger and the frustration and the joy also of living in a new era. And I think a lot of times some historical fiction books don't capture that as well. It's just an amazingly well-written manga. It also has characters that you can empathize with, whether it's the good guys or the villains. And I think that's really hard to capture sometimes, because sometimes you feel like you understand the villains as well as you understand the good guys, and it makes it hard to hate them. Another thing about this series is that all the characters, again, whether they are bad guys or good guys, hold to their own values. Sometimes I don't agree with their values, but I respect the way that they stick to them. For instance, Kenshin and Saito Hajime. Kenshin has sworn to protect people, while at the same time he's sworn to never kill anyone again. Saito Hajime lives by the ideals of swift death to evil, so he protects the people that need protecting, but he also brings about an end to anything that he considers evil. I think the themes of love and friendship are really, really important in this manga, one of the things that make it really good. It's also a really good series to read if you want to learn more about Japanese history instead of just reading a history book. It is really easy to read, but if you know nothing about Japanese history, and I knew absolutely nothing about Japanese history when I started reading this book, it was a bit difficult to understand, but as I continued reading it, I learned more and was able to keep up with what was going on better. There's also a lot of untranslated Japanese in it, especially with the attack moves of the various characters, and lots of other stuff too. And there usually is a subtitle underneath it, and I really like that because I think it helps keep the integrity of the series intact. One of the things that I both liked and disliked is that in the manga there are these secret lives of the characters that the author put there, where he explains different things like how he came up with the character designs and their personalities and why he put them in there. And sometimes I feel like he maybe tells the reader a little bit too much. Like, you may enjoy a character, or you like a scene, and then he'll tell you why he did it, or why he created them the way that he did, and you feel somewhat disappointed that he only did it for this reason. You'll understand if you read them. My favorite characters in the series are Kenshin and Saito Hajime. I just really like Kenshin's ideals, but I also respect Saito's. And I also think Saito was just a really cool character who never became that stereotypical, I was your enemy, but now I'm your friend in the manga. Because I think that happens far too often in manga. I also really liked Shishio Makoto's lover, Yumi, and I know it's kind of odd because she wasn't a very important character, but but I really liked her and her backstory when you finally find out about it. Another thing that I thought of when I was coming up with ideas of what I wanted to talk about during this video was I originally thought that Kenshin was the last true samurai in this manga, but as I thought about it more, I couldn't decide whether it was Kenshin or Saito Hajime, because in the end, Kenshin kind of does step away from the war and step away from creating this new era of Japan, and Saito never did, so I guess it's up to a different interpretation. But anyway, I really love this series, and like I said before, it's a really fun way to learn more about Japanese history if you're interested. So next month's book club theme is going to be adventure, which I'm really excited about because I think adventure is a really open theme. Like there's so many different books that fit under that. So I'm looking forward to that, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment with suggestions or about books that you read, and subscribe if you want to see more. You can also follow me on Twitter, and I'll put that link down below. Bye! And now I have to get out of this kimono because I'm sweating. It is so hot right now.